What up? What a coinkydink. What up, Bright? This is crazy work. Damn, this is crazy work. I'm looking great in the news. Is what my channel? What up? I'm alright. I'm alright. Chilling. Just trying to just trying to make it. Right. Trying to stack the bread, trying to build the future. About ready to do some dinner. The chicken. I think I'm getting copyrighted. What up, John? So what do you? So what's? Did y'all come up with a game plan? Mm. Well, I think you should get it done even after today. That's good. Well, maybe it might just be a little glitch in the system or something. I got a feeling them tests gonna bounce back. Hmm. I ain't gonna say no kids. Let me not say that. No, it ain't that. It's because the kid only gonna do what they either know or allowed to. What I miss? How is things going with me? I'm okay. Um, the biggest thing is just clearing the space and focusing on wealth. Uh, you know, I feel like I've been focusing a lot on my health since I left the hospital. I've been focused on some other stuff too. So now I'm just focused on. I'm back to building right now. Like I got a lot of stuff planned. It's just when, right? I'm going through a hangman phase, right? Because I want to take one day and do a bunch of episodes of removing manifestation blockages. Because I got like four of those lined up. And then, I got the love channel and whatnot. So I'm trying to expand with the love coaching, and I'm trying to expand with the financial coaching as well. I got a lot of stuff planned for that. But I got this podcast that I'm about to start called All Things Love. And I want to do an open panel when people come and express what love means to them. and just share any experiences about like what happened when they tap into love, like versus when they wasn't tapped into love, or what happened when they met the love of their life. Did they benefit at all? Did they, did they have any spiritual benefits? Because I hear a lot of people say they get spiritual benefits when they feel like they're more connected to the divine once they really, truly, truly find a soulmate or twin flame or whatever, they partner. I just like to say partner, man. 'Cause depending on the person you is, you can get along with anybody. So that's it for me, just focused on growth and development, of course, always. So I really want to do the next episode. I want to do is how to get the most out of tarot. I've been having that for a minute. I want to do that. I got a couple other things I want to do, but I'm taking suggestions too. If anybody wanna do a panel, anybody wanna come up and talk about something related to like self development or whatever, I'm open. Yeah, I be in and out the Kabbalah. Um, I learned a lot of I learned a lot of Kabbalistic information loosely. So then when I got to the Kabbalah, I'm like, oh, this makes a lot of sense. Like you see society when you see the Kabbalah. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you step over into the spiritual side of life. But yeah, so that's another thing I'm doing too. I'm doing charts. Um I'm doing love charts, I'm doing regular birth charts, and I'm doing financial charts. Like I like to call them destiny charts, but I think destiny charts might be something different. I don't know. But I got Vedic. I got a Vedic astrology book, and of course, I've been studying what you call them for a long time. Tropical astrology, Joitis and tropical. The Chinese is different. They got a lot of shit. It's like the Chinese astrology got a little bit of everything. I appreciate that. Yeah, I want to make my way through the group. I see it's a lot. I see y'all got like a decent little group of people, like Mark and everybody that that do readings and stuff. I want to be able to get around and get to know everybody for real, but I be having to manage personal time. And another thing too is that when you in the tarot space, like for me, I don't mind reading for myself. So it's like, and I think that all the collective readings I get, I get a little insight on things. So it's just like I kind of get wore out on the tarot too a little bit because it's just like if you're not coming to hang out and chill, it's only but so much you can do on the tarot channel. You know what I'm saying? There's only but so much you can do. So it just be like a lot of my time, my downtime, like I like to multitask. I really like to multitask. So a lot of my downtime, I can listen to the news. I like to listen to things while I do things, like while I wash dishes, while I cook. I like to be engaged. So sometimes, you know what I'm saying, the tarot thing don't really give me that, because I listen to a lot of self-development, self-help, a lot of like occult metaphysical stuff. You know what I'm saying? And when you knee deep on that side, it's like yeah, I can't get out that. Once I'm there, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? Like my entertainment is that. You know what I'm saying? My entertainment is learning about myself. Like I know, and that's why I always say, like I know a lot of people ain't gonna have the lust and the zest for self development like I do, but I never knew myself. I never belonged to nothing. I never belonged to nobody. I never fit in nowhere in my life. And it's kind of a good thing because I learned good and bads about myself in multiple areas. So now that I'm able to put all the pieces together and really define who I am and where I'm going, it gives me a certain level of freedom and gratitude too, because I'm able to dictate and I understand things a little bit different. I understand that I don't have to have people. I don't have to have things, especially I don't have to have them to the point to where I'm compromising my morals or my integrity or anything like that. You understand what I'm saying? So I love connecting with people on here, but my intention was always to help people first. So sometimes it's hard for me to not look at life through that lens, because that's how I look at myself all day long. Audiobooks, everything. You know what I'm saying? That's all I do. I started learning about tarot and learned about me. I started to get rid of some of the old beliefs. That's what's up. Like I don't really look at like I know people call it a community, like because YouTube used the term communities, but I don't really, it's only but so much that, like like I said, if we're not just chilling talking about random stuff, it's only but so much I get. I've been accused of being cold and brash, and I'm like, no, it ain't that. It's just that, like, I've had a lot of fun in my life, but I've also seen death too many times to be playing around. Too many times. So it's just like time is of the essence. I always say this, right? When you realize it's two different YOLO peoples in this life. You got two different kind of YOLO people. You got the YOLO people that says it's YOLO, so I'm gonna do whatever I want, whenever I want, however I want, and I'm gonna go out in a blaze of fire. And then you got the YOLO people who want to preserve this because they know. Well, at least it's some of us believe, right, that you only live once, so you gotta preserve. You gotta. But the thing I had to realize is that no matter what YOLO you are, right, fulfillment is contingent on you. But I don't hold no malice to those. I just hold my hand out just in case if those people need some course correcting along their way. You know what I'm saying? But I can't. I can't. I was all my life when I was traumatized and shit. I was always just go with the flow, no direction, no nothing. And I can't operate without purpose. I can't wake up and say what can I do today to better myself. Not just make money, not just do this, but also what can I learn? What is my favorite podcaster, YouTuber, right? I don't go a day without listening to some sort of self-development, spiritual. You can ask anybody. You ask the people I chat with offline, you can talk to, you know what I'm saying, anybody. I'm listening to every single day, all the time. Mantras, right? I just did the guru mantra at 6:20. I mean, but if you think about it, everything has a reason, right? Even if I'm playing video games, I'm playing it for a reason. It just depends on what my reason for being present is. My reasoning is a little bit different than it was before. Well, I'll say this. I had no reasoning for most of my life. I had no reason. It was just things was done because of emotions, because of feelings, etc. So now I'm able to dictate who, what, when, where, why, or how a little bit better than I was before. I'm not just a leaf blowing in the wind. I'm not just subject to the people, places, and things. But I think um I'm about to make dinner. Sun is going down. You know, I to be honest with you, I know this is your life, but our bodies only have so many insurance claims on them. And I don't know if you need to take sea moss or something, but I got a feeling like you missing some vitamins, you missing something. And supplementation is very important for you right now. Our body only got so many steps. You know what I'm saying? Wow, these cookies smell delicious. Um, I know this might be hard to hear, but I want you to sit a season out, even if it's an off season. I want you to sit a season, and I want you to get some supplements, some natural supplements like herbs. What? I gotta check. But I was thinking about that the other day when I seen your name. I'm gonna have one of these cookies. Oh man, I tasted the crumb of these cookies. Can't get enough of your little baby. Uh huh. No, I would say everything. I wouldn't. I would walk. I would definitely walk. I would definitely bike. I would definitely walk and I would definitely bike. I would take time off. Yeah. You gotta be able to use that energy for other things right now. The energy that it takes for you to recover from running, you can be you. We can use that energy for other things. Uh, I don't even have access to the wallpapers no more. I don't think it's a naga. It's a naga. If you like, I can introduce you to the nagas. Um, I would have to do it in private. And maybe I can connect you with my guru. But one of my goals is to become Naga Sadhu, and I think I'm on a path. Naga Sadhu. So, what little bit I can remember, the true information about the Naga. The Naga represents the reptilian part of the brain. And it represents the basic function of man, which is eat, sleep, shit, procreate. Um, Naga Sadhu is it represents the instincts of a person. It's the basic driving life force of a person, right? The compulsion to eat, the compulsion to love, the compulsion to do what we normally do, right? I mean, we pretty much coming out the womb. We pretty much do everything we need to do coming out the womb, right? I mean, besides sex and eating solid food, right? I mean, and walking, of course. But we pretty much the human being is pretty a highly functional being out the womb. So, um, it's not attributed to anything because we're special or separate from nature, right? There's actually a young lady by the name of Dr. Jewel Pookrum, right? No, of course not. But Dr. Jewel Pookrum. Dr. Jewel Pookrum breaks down what she calls the seven circuits of the brain. All right. You Google seven circuits of brain, Dr. Jewel Pookrum, seven circuits of the brain, whatever. Um, you're gonna get some information, and it's gonna help you understand the different roles and functions of the brain that's not necessarily um taught. Is there are purposefully left out of modern day textbooks, Well, not 100% totally left out, but somewhat. Where is my batter? I don't got no batter. Come on, I ain't got no batter. I need to get a pot on the stove. The more you study, the more you realize that man is one with nature, and nature is one with man. I can't guarantee many things in this life, but that's something that I've seen repeatedly. For good reason. For good reason. Nothing happens without purpose. Nothing happens without purpose. I just believe it's not really up for us to discuss right and wrong, good and bad of the purpose. If we see something that's not conducive to prosperity, we just gotta adjust and move forward. That's all. I'm going heavy on the lemon pepper. This is not something I do often, but I am curious. Heavy on the lemon pepper. But yeah, check her out. Dr. Jewel Pookrum. I think it's like POOKRUM. You know? But yeah, also tap into my guru, Sai Guru. Type in Sai Guru and then type in Naga. You're gonna see a lot of content on there. If I would you, I would go for the long form content just so you can get a full picture of what's being discussed in the conversation. But I don't know. Some people might not want to listen to, a 2-hour question answer session with a great sage, a great mystic, a guru. I think it will. If you value anything that I say, if you value my judgment, then I think you'll be happy with giving it a try. That's all I ask is a try. My job is not to convert people. My job is not to make you believe anything. I believe that I share information and we go from there. No obligation. Feel me? No obligation. I appreciate it, but I ain't, I'm nobody special. Just somebody who met passion and purpose. I'm just somebody who met passion and purpose, that's all. Alright, well, peace, love, health, and wealth. Yeah, but make sure you check her out, Dr. Jewel Pulcrum. Now what you gonna find on her channel is more of a lecture. So, you can watch it in spurts or whatever like that, but it's a live lecture that she was doing. Right? But only thing I say is that whatever link or anything direction I give you, just make sure you check multiple sources. That's the whenever I do research with people, I just tell them to check multiple sources. So whatever you learn with Jewel Pulcrum, cross-reference it. You could cross-reference it with Sadhguru. All right, peace, love, health, and wealth. Yeah, I think what you're looking at is actually copper, copper and brass or something like that. Copper and gold, something like that. Yep. 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 That's it. Very intelligent young lady. Very, very intelligent young lady. All right. All right. So I'm about to go ahead and end this transmission. I just want to say it's been an honor and a pleasure to be of service. And I wouldn't rather be nowhere else but right here at Sacred Self Healing Center, where the heart is the center for healing. So with that being said, if you know what I'm about to say it with me. Peace, love, health, and wealth. Anything else, put it back where, why? Because we ain't buying it, not at all, not ever. Peace. All right, John Clark. Take care of yourself, cousin. It's always good to meet good people, right? Oh boy.